Hello, and welcome to Business Matters, the show about people behind businesses that help make Tacoma a great place to live and work. I'm your host, Mike Wark, and today on Business Spotlight, the focus is on yogurt and sandwiches with a twist. Then we're opening the doors to a Tacoma business area that's ready to grow on district focus. And Andrew Fry says he's not a lawyer, but having good legal advice is a smart business move. And today my guest is Tim Moor, who's the owner of MITgel, a very innovative and very exciting new company in Tacoma. Tim, welcome.
Thank you.
So you've developed a gel-based armor that can be used for policemen and special forces, all kinds of people that need to protect against bullets.
That's correct.
And it's a great new technology. Tell us about it.
Well, right now the big thing is we're getting ready to make a campaign for law enforcement, and we've already tested for the military, and including that law enforcement is first responders, because now they're a threat in our society being shot at. So the big thing right now is going into production, and we're a startup, and we're looking really forward to getting into that arena right now.
So it's really exciting to have a guest that's at this point of their business. You're not manufacturing it yet, you haven't brought any revenue yet, but you have plenty of evidence that you have a dynamite product, right?
That's correct.
So tell me, what's unique about your body armor?
Well, what's unique is we've had to go through NIJ testing. And
NIJ means?
National Institute of Justice, which is the benchmark for all armor manufacturers in the United States.
So this is like the certification?
That is correct.
Okay.
So what we did is we went through testing, and it's a 3-year period of testing. And through that testing, we were able to prove that we surpassed the competition. And by doing that...
So other existing technologies that people are using in the field today, yours is better?
That's correct.
Significantly better?
By 40%.
40% better?
Yes.
So how do we determine that? Do they actually shoot bullets into your products?
That's correct.
Okay.
And based off of what they call pass-through, that terminates that piece of armor that's been shot on.
Yeah, pass-through sounds like a bad thing with body armor.
That is correct. And what's really significant about ours is we are what they call V05, meaning only 5 rounds can pass through out of 100.
Wow.
Our competition is a V50, meaning that 50 rounds can pass through.
Wow.
That's the difference of who we are and what we developed.
If I were in law enforcement and I had a choice, I'd want yours.
Yes, sir.
I think most people would.
And they are screaming about it now.
They want it?
Yes, sir.
But you're waiting for something to start production?
We're just going through right now the period of time where we're getting investors, and that's what's been set us back right now. But right now we've teamed up with a great law group in Seattle who's making all this come to reality now.
So everything's in place?
Yes,
the patents and all that you need to move forward?
Yes, sir.
And you're just waiting for the investment to launch?
That's correct.
Which is a pretty safe place to be, and it looks like a pretty good investment to me.
It is.
So you're confident?
Yes, sir. We're very confident.
Well, this is really exciting. Here in Tacoma, the very innovative product, and it floats.
Yes, sir. So that's another big positive for us, because the competition that's made around here, it actually sinks. And it's documented by, unfortunately, deaths that people have had it on and thought they were safe, where we actually were tested by Navy Team SEAL 6 and actually went through the testing procedures out of Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina at Underwriters Laboratories.
So you had your product tested by SEAL Team 6?
Yes, sir.
That's amazing. And you also had it tested by Homeland Security?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that.
Congressman Dave Reichert made arrangements for us to go ahead and meet with Department of Homeland Security. They came out to Seattle. We had an event, a shoot.
Which means they brought out guns?
Yes, sir.
And put up your product against competing products?
Yes, actually one of the law officers contributed their own vests that they wore every day. And we put it on the shooting targets and went after it. And we prevailed over their armor that they were wearing every day. And right away they wanted to convert.
He said, I want yours.
Yes, sir.
But you can't give it to him yet.
No, no.
So you know you've got a great market.
Yes.
That's really exciting. So, of course, the obvious question is, where did you get the idea to do this? How did you get into this line of work?
It sort of morphed its way into where we are right now. I actually had broken my back running my own business.
So you were a contractor?
Yes, sir, previously.
Your background for making bulletproof vests was building houses.
That's correct.
And this is really inspirational to me because you had an accident, right?
Yes, sir. And so after the accident...
Well, tell me what happened. How come you fell?
I had strap knee pads on, and my legs went to sleep.
Because of the straps?
Yes.
And so you stood up?
And fell off the roof, broke my back, and the doctors repaired me, thank God. And then we went to strapless knee pads, and all.
So this is the doctor. You couldn't work anymore, so you had to figure out what am I going to do next. And you thought, I want to do something to keep other people from having happen to them what happened to you.
That's correct.
Which was a strap and so you developed a knee pad that clipped on.
Yes, and
that's a long ways from a bulletproof vest.
Yes, but Congressman Adam Smith helped me get the knee pads to my son's Army unit before he went over to Iraq.
So the Army uses knee pads?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
So we actually were able to outfit his whole company, and we contributed the whole 150 persons that were in his company.
What was the advantage? Just the clips?
Yes, they didn't have to worry about them chafing on the back of their legs.
Okay, or falling asleep.
And then all of a sudden, the Department of Defense contacted us. We had no idea this was going to happen.
To create lots of them?
Yes, and so we went after the knee pads, we went after the elbow pads, we did a helmet liner, all DOD certified.
Yes.
And then we turned right around and morphed into this by some conversations with Congressman Adam Smith.
Who suggested this polymer gel-based product?
Well, no, he suggested the actual bulletproof armor, that the Dyneema. And he says, I don't know if it'll do what you want it to do, but it floats. And I said, well, let's do some testing with it. So we went and did some firing on it, and all of a sudden found out it was really a game changer.
So you never know where your business brilliant idea is going to come from. Let's see it. Why don't you hold it up?
Sure.
So this is the vest. It's less heavy as well, right? By a couple of pounds than the standard.
And what's significant about it, not just the weight difference, but the gel base itself controls body temperature all over around the world at 98.6, no matter where you're at on the earth.
So I would imagine that current products make people warmer.
Yes.
And this will keep their body, so if you're out in the desert, this will help cool you down?
That is correct.
That's amazing. So it's compared to the products they're using now, it's way more effective at stopping bullets.
Correct.
And it'll keep you from getting too hot.
And the other two items that were really significant, they're antibacterial and antimicrobial. So if, God forbid, a round would go through, it would not create any kind of disease from the round going in or bacteria.
From what was on the vest that could be carried into the body.
That's correct.
Okay, amazing.
And the last piece that's really significant about the gel base itself, it's self-healing.
Oh, so after a round does go through or penetrate, it comes back in.
It closes right up instantly.
Wow, this is starting to sound like superhero science fiction stuff.
Well, and then also the ballistic paper itself, the Dyneema, is stab-proof, which is...
Stab-proof. It actually makes the blade duller, right?
Not only that, you can't penetrate it. We've taken an ice pick with a sledgehammer and tried to run it through. It will not go through.
And I've heard that that police officers are afraid of knives as anything because they can really
syringe
hurt you.
needles.
Oh, okay.
And the syringe needles actually just fold up on themselves when you stab it.
Wow. So tell me, you are ready to launch, but you haven't gotten your manufacturing process set up. Do you have partners to help you with that?
Yes, and we're looking to work with Tactical Tailor here in Tacoma.
That's a vet-owned business in town.
That's correct.
Yeah, they do a whole range of things that have to do with sewing stuff.
That's correct.
Yeah, and garments of all kinds and things. And so you're partnering with them. So what do you need for the green light to start?
Just our investment to kick this thing off, and the rest will be history.
So that's amazing. So once that starts, I would imagine you're going to be doing pretty well.
The goal is to actually save lives through gel technology.
Okay. I'd imagine this technology, because of its ability to stop impact, right?
Yes.
That's part of what it does, would be effective in a football helmet.
That's correct.
So are you pursuing that as well?
Yes, we are. Our legal team is actually speaking with the group at Paul Allen, owns with the Seattle Seahawks, and we're hoping that something very nice comes out of that.
So it's lightweight.
Yes.
And that's a sweaty head, so the antimicrobial might even be attractive.
And it will keep the body at 98.6, so it's going to be a cooling effect also on the head.
Wow, you've got a bright future. Are you excited?
I am. It's been a long walk to go through, and I'm really looking forward to see what the future holds.
So today, you've got a great law firm helping you with investors. You mentioned that they've got an advertising campaign they're gearing up for you. You have your manufacturing lined up. What are you most excited about? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to actually putting this on to our law enforcement and our military and making sure they come home the same way they went out.
This is just amazing. I'm really looking forward to hearing how this goes. I'm really pleased that we're introducing your business and you, Tim, on Business Matters. And I hope we get more opportunities to hear about how this goes after it launches.
I look forward to giving you a good testimony when we're all done.
Great. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
Coming up next on District Focus, we'll visit another fabulous Tacoma business district. Connecting people to business is what Tacoma is all about. Investing in the community is the primary focus for this area that is packed with energy and ready to spread business roots for growth on this edition of District Focus.
Hello, I am Tasia, and we are in the Oakland-Madrona Business Area. As far as businesses go in the Oakland-Madrona Business Area,
we have things from car lots to hamburger stands,
gas stations, and a few other small local businesses. So it's
lots of variety of businesses.
There's a need for a business district in this area, I think, to help continue to promote the growth healthily, as well as to improve the appearance of the overall district and see the business owners all pull together to create a business district.
The businesses here are thriving very fast. There's lots of passion and love for the businesses in this area. I believe the customers, what they value most is the community, how tight-knit the community is.
It's easily accessible from both Highway 16 and I-5. Center Street itself is a very busy main thoroughway. The convenience of getting to this location, I believe, is what our customers value the most.
My hopes for the Oakland-Madrona Business District is that it continues to thrive, continues to grow.
I believe that our future looks promising and that eventually in the near future we will create a new business district.
And the love and support for this area continues. Not only from the people in the community, but as well as people outside of the community.
If I could wave a magic wand, we would just make this whole area beautiful. We would landscape the streets up and down Center, paint the buildings that are vacant and have graffiti on them. Just kind of beautify this area and pull everybody together to create a sense of community for both the business owners and everyone who lives in this area.
For more information on experiencing Tacoma business, log on to experiencetacoma.com. When we return on Tacoma Means Business, Andrew Fry will share some perspectives on why you need a good business attorney. Get it in writing is a time-tested mantra of good business practice. In this segment of Tacoma Means Business, Andrew Fry provides insight into the need of seeking good business counsel.
To be clear, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not going to be a lawyer. I took a law class when I was at the University of Washington, Seattle, but I think it was called Psychology in the Law. I don't think that counts. However, one of the things we say all the time in small business is make sure that you get good legal advice. And when you're a small business and you're just starting out, that expense is something that's sometimes very hard to justify. Well, save up for it, get it where you can. If you can be part of an organization that provides it, a small business association, maybe a co-worker location that allows for some of it, then hopefully you can tap into a little bit of it. But here are some things that you really need to think about and consider prior to getting legal advice, or when you should get it. Number one is, how are you going to form the company? Especially if you're the sole business owner, there's always that question of, are you a sole proprietor or are you an LLC? Now, as I said, I'm not a lawyer, but I do know lawyers who said, are you kidding me? LLC, it's easy to do. In fact, when I've set up my latest small company, I did. I went online, I got the LLC paperwork, and I did the filing with a minimum cost to myself to set it up as an LLC. As a sole proprietor, I didn't want my personal assets at risk when I was opening up another small venture. So definitely in the formation of the company, see if you can get some legal advice. Next up, any kind of partnership in your company. Whenever you're doing something and you want to give a part of that company to someone else, definitely think about the legal requirements and aspects of it. Don't do any partnerships in your company without a written agreement. Consider the legal ramifications when it comes to anything when you have your own personal assets exposed. Keep in mind, small business owners don't realize when they are still indebted. And the small addendum to that advice is always pay your taxes first, because on your taxes, they can come after your personal assets if you haven't paid those taxes. So make certain that you do. Again, from the legal standpoint, whenever you're doing any hiring, if you're working with employers, understand the legal points. And again, those are the times then when you want to make that decision. Do I need to consult a lawyer? Do I not? But when it comes to employees, you may think that you're off the hook because they're all independent contractors, but there are rules governing independent contractors. For instance, are you telling them exactly what they need to do? Are you directing them? It doesn't matter if they're working 10 hours or 40 hours. If you are telling them exactly what they need to do and overseeing what they're doing, you may be on the hook for the employment insurance on that as well. In terms of law and your business, seeking legal advice is an important consideration, but there are those times when you really need to think even deeper.
Thanks, Andrew. For more ways on helping grow your business, check out Tacoma's Community and Economic Development Program at TacomaMeansBusiness.com. When Business Matters returns, we're focusing on a bright spot of food and fun at a Center Street deli in the spotlight. Today in the spotlight is mouth-watering deli food and tasty treats in Tacoma's Oakland-Madrona area.
I'm Tasia.
And I'm Mac.
And we're at the Melon Seed Deli.
Planted on Center Street, just past Union, is the Melon Street Deli and Yogurt Shop. Owners Tasia and Mac have offered unique desserts and robust meals here for more than 4 years.
The Melon Seed Deli is a sandwich and frozen yogurt establishment. We do traditional desserts and sandwiches with a twist. We have our Bahama Mama. That's where we hollow out a pineapple, fill it with fresh fruit, frozen yogurt, more fruit on top, and something crunchy like Fruity Pebbles or toffee. We have our stuffed strawberry. That's where we hollow out our strawberry, stuff it with cheesecake, throw it onto a cloud of whipped cream with caramel and chocolate drizzle. That one's pretty amazing.
The shop is quite popular in the neighborhood, attracting repeat customers with its focus on presenting a variety of delicious ingredients.
Everything is made with care and love. We season everything, and we offer a lot of different varieties and unique combinations as far as our foods. So you can get slider style sandwiches, you can get a slider sandwich with a salad, you can get a salad and a frozen yogurt, you can get a cup of soup with a frozen yogurt. Any combination you can think of, you can come in here and order.
Tasia wanted a business with heart. She defines that as being friendly and knowing her customers on a first-name basis. She feels this makes the Melon Seed a community gathering place.
Every customer that walks through the door is greeted with a hello and how are you doing today. We do our best to not only ourselves learn our customers' names and personal orders, but we teach that to our staff and pass that along to our staff, that customer service is one of the key components of our business.
Yes. Our motto is, food is a blessing, so we believe it should be prepared and served like so.
Mac and Tasia are excited about their plans for growth.
We wanted to plant a seed for our family. We have a very large family, and the seed being our business that we plant, and it continues to grow. We have plans to eventually become a franchise or open multiple locations, and so with that, that's our seeds that will be growing that we can pass down to our family.
The Melon Seed Deli and Yogurt staff is well established and includes family connections.
Some are family members and they're a part of the business and growing with the business. Other employees that come from outside are people who come in and turn in an application or contact us to find out if we're hiring, and everyone who we bring in here we treat as family.
The shop is still a small business. Tasia and Mac cross-train their employees to handle a variety of tasks.
You have to work hard, you have to treat our customers with the great customer service, you have to put love into every sandwich, you have to make every frozen yogurt perfect, and and do the dishes. Every employee has to do what we've done to make our business grow.
The Oakland-Madrona area is a hodgepodge of residential homes and apartments, complemented by restaurants, flower shops, neighborhood grocery stores, and other services. Tasia says operating the Melon Seed is a way to be part of the community.
I grew up in this neighborhood, and I grew up in Tacoma throughout my whole life, and I love Tacoma. This is home, so this is the only logical place to open the first business, of course, is Tacoma.
So we chose this area as well as a small building, the seating, so that people can sit down and enjoy food and maybe sit their phones to the side.
Mac is focused on expanding Melon Seed to other parts of Tacoma and beyond.
Our expectations are to be everywhere, all over the Northwest, all up and down the coast, eventually have Melon Seeds all over the world.
As for now, Tasia and Mac are confident that Tacoma is the right place for Melon Seed Deli and Yogurt success.
There's a lot of love in each community in Tacoma, so it was definitely the perfect place to plant the seed.
Like he said, this is a wonderful city, it's a growing city, and it's just the best place to start a business and start to expand.
That's it for Business Matters. Join us next time for more insight into the Tacoma business scene. See you then.